You, Chairwoman McCollum, and also want to thank Ranking Member Calvert for this important hearing that you're holding today. General Brown, General Raymond, Acting Secretary Roth, thank you for your service. Thank you for your leadership. We, of course, have not seen the President's budget request, but I know that you all have your work cut out for you in balancing the readiness for today's fight and modernization to deter future threats. General Brown, I agree in what you said earlier, that we have to accelerate change or lose. But we can't ignore the threats that are immediately in front of us. I'm not the only member on this subcommittee that really is deeply concerned with the Air Force's plans to decrease our military's flexibility and responsiveness, to decrease the number of our tactical airlift workhorses in the inventory, the C-130s of our Air National Guard. I'm very, very proud to be able to represent the citizen airmen of the 182nd Airlift Wing in Peoria. These Illinoisans consistently provide the highest mission capable rates in the entire Air National Guard C-130 community. Very proud of that. But they're concerned the Air Force is going to ask them to park their aircraft in the boneyard while the Air Force continues to seek divestment over modernization. The 2018 mobility capabilities and requirements study said we need 300 C-130s to meet the National Defense Strategy. The Air Force says we need 255. Now we hear that the newest study that's not yet released has changed the recommendation to match the Air Force's request of 255. My feeling, this doesn't make any sense considering where we are now as compared to 2018. We're demobilizing from Afghanistan. We continue to respond to massive wildfires, to floods, to hurricanes, tornadoes. Our nation is reeling with the response to civil unrest, and we've got the National Guard standing watch over the nation's capital. So in more than half of the 26,000 National Guard members who responded to the attacks on January 6th came to Washington, D.C. on no notice in the Air National Guard mobility aircraft. So to quote the chief of the National Guard Bureau, the homeland is no longer a sanctuary. So my question, my office has been briefed that no Air National Guard wings will lose their C-130s involuntarily. Acting Secretary Roth and General Brown, could you please confirm for this subcommittee that this is the case, that no Air National Guard wing will involuntarily lose their C-130s?
First of all, I appreciate the question, and also the fact of what our Air National Guard contributes, not only here in the homeland, but all around the world with our C-130s and all the other mission sets that they use. As you described, the analysis that has gone on between the mobility capability readiness study that was done back in 2018, as well as the one that's ongoing right now, does look at numbers, but I also look at the capability between both our C-130Js and our C-130Hs. And our intent as we work through this is to work very closely with the Air National Guard as we make decisions whether C-130s are there any other platform to ensure we are doing a good analysis with the General Hokanson, as well as our Director of the Air National Guard, and with the Adjutant Generals of each of the states as we work through the process of going forward. Our intent, to the best of our ability, is to ensure that we work with the Guard so they have the capability as we look at the C-130 as well. But as we said earlier, we do have to make some tough decisions, and I want to be able to do is commit that we're going to work very closely with the Guard as we start to make decisions going forward with our C-130s.
And the other thing that I would add to that, and it's not so much that we would guarantee a particular C-130, but we do not intend to close any units. And so if, in fact, C-130s were to move, we would look at other missions and other capabilities. And an example of that just very recently is down in Montgomery, Alabama, lost their C-130 mission, and we very quickly have identified them, given them a mission as a training site for our newest helicopter, the MH-139. So again, we will work very hard to make sure that no units get closed, and we will look for other capabilities or other missions for those units to do.
Okay, I had a follow-up question, but with 15 seconds left, I won't have the time to ask that. But I want to commend our airmen out of the 182nd in Peoria. They've just done remarkable work, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we're fighting for them. And so thank you very much for your time. With that, Madam Chair, I yield back. Thank you.